these are our men in action, and we'll welcome all. Again, I'm Tom Larkin. I'm doing the emceeing, and I'm one of the organizers of the awards committee. There's about 13 of us, and another 20 that all chipped in to make this happen. What I would like to do, I'd like to welcome, first of all, His Honor the Mayor Jonathan Sharkey.
I'm very, very happy, and on behalf of Carefree Living, thank you very much, and I'm going to hand it over back to Tom Larkin.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. What we're going to do now, we're going to take a short break. And during that break, we're going to ask members of the City Council, our agencies, police, fire department, and paramedics are invited to go back to the handicap room and get your first crack at our wonderful luncheon. And there will be a raffle to follow. Anybody interested in buying raffle tickets? The items are for view as you go into the handicap room. And take it from there. City Manager, Cindy Haas. Had I a script, this would have been better, but anyhow. Police Chief Robert Gager. Oxnard Fire Department Chief Williams. Our very own Tony Norton, Guildville Post Paramedics. Officers of the Police Department, Fire Department, and paramedics. Welcome on behalf of the community of Hueneme Bay. And we'd like to but by the way, this is going to be on the internet, so this will be embarrassing. Anyhow, what I'd like to do at this time is I'd like to introduce our President of Board of Directors, Penny King. Penny will now lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
All right. Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Before we go into the award presentations, I would like to invite the Honorable John Sharkey to say a couple words.
Thank you, Tom. We really appreciate Hueneme Bay and the Carefree Living Association doing this every year since 1971. Is that right? Going to be that long. This is a great event, and I know all of our first responders, emergency personnel appreciate it. People in the city appreciate this, and I appreciate it certainly as well. So, Tom, you want to move on?
Thank you, John. I'd like to impose on Chief Gager to say a few words as well.
I'd just like to say that, here in Hueneme, the nice thing about it is it's a family. We have 4 miles that we patrol, and the 23 officers with our department treat each and every one of you like family, and I think we can all say that's true. the same thing goes for the chief of police. You know, I've been there since 1999, and each one of them are my brothers and sisters. And I've seen each one of them grow families, and I've seen every single one of them move on in careers, Mr. Lawyer. And, you know, we love each and every one of them. We fight like brothers and sisters, but we are just like brothers and sisters. And, you know, I've always said the one thing, and pardon me if I offend, I am Christian, so I want to preface that. You know, there's only two people in this world that have ever promised to give their life for you. One was Jesus Christ when he gave up his life for your soul. And the second was each and every one of these public servants who are prepared to give their life for you in your defense. So, like I said, it's so nice to be able to drive down the streets of Port Hueneme and say hello to everybody by first name and have them wave with all their fingers instead of one. So, with that, thank you very much again.
Well said. Chief Williams, can I close the phone in, please?
Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here, and thank you for recognizing members of the Oxnard Fire Department, particularly firefighter Jeff Pondalowski today for Firefighter of the Year. When organizations like Hueneme Bay Carefree Living Association recognize individuals, whether it be law enforcement or fire service, it certainly continues to motivate and help us do the things that we do. And each and every one of the public servants here do what they do because they have a true love of helping individuals and people in the community. So thank you very much for welcoming us today, and have a great day.
From Gold Coast, Tony, who have you elected? What it boils down to, Tony wound up doing the job. Tony ran
just like everybody has said, I really want to, on behalf of all the paramedics and EMTs at Gold Coast Ambulance, I want to thank you for the recognition that you've given us. You know, it's always a great time that you can come out here and visit everybody, and you get to know us and we get to know you, and it's just a real pleasurable situation. And Chief, when you say that everybody waves at you with all fingers, they're always telling us we're number one.
This time I'd like to call upon Officer Alina Morgan to please assume the position on the stage. What I meant to say is please take a seat on the stage. Firefighter Jeff Pondalowski. Fire Station 1 on Ventura Road and 5th Street. And last but certainly not least, Jeff Thompson. I'd like to call on His Honor, the Honorable Jonathan Sharkey and Penny King to make the presentations. You're on, Penny.
All right, I'm going to tell you a little bit about these people right here. Officer Morgan, the Port Hueneme Police Department is proud to announce that Officer Alina Morgan is their selection to be recognized as this year's recipient of Carefree Living Association's 11th Annual First Responders Award. Officer Morgan has worked for the Port Hueneme Police Department since 2000. In 2005, she started a program known as the HEART. Hueneme assists residents together to provide assistance to senior and disabled citizens living within the city of Port Hueneme. The HEART program is designed to provide comfort to participants who may not have any other resources by having a member of the PHPD check on them on a regular basis, either in person or by telephone. Since its inception, the HEART program has reached over 150 senior or disabled citizens, a majority of whom were or are residents of Hueneme Bay. In 2011, Officer Morgan was recognized by the California Attorney General for the tremendous effort she has put into this program. But the mere fact that Officer Morgan has started the program wasn't the factor that led to the decision to choose her to receive the Hueneme Bay First Responder Award. It was the relationships with people that she has developed over the course of the past 9 years through the HEART program, which reflects her selfless devotion to serving this community. Officer Morgan's supervisors describe her performance as being very compassionate towards the public and very sincere in her work with the citizens of Hueneme Bay community. On a personal note, Officer Morgan has been married to her husband Dan for 9 years. The family also includes children Daniela and Gabriella and Corey, as well as close friend Michaela. The Firefighter of the Year for 2014. Yeah, one at a time? Oh, okay, one at a time.
So hard to train good enough.
Officer Morgan, it gives me a great deal of pleasure and pride to present the certificate of recognition on behalf of the City Council and the people of Port Hueneme. Outstanding work. We're so happy to have you.
Okay, now on to the firefighter. Captain Paul Rodriguez, TK-61B, announces that the firefighter Jeff Wondolowski has been selected to receive the 2014 Firefighter of the Year award. Jeff is assigned to Truck 61R at Fire Station 1, 490 South K Street. Next month will mark Jeff's 9th year with the Oxnard Fire Department. He has distinguished himself many times over at numerous emergencies involving fires, medical calls, rescues, and vehicle extractions. Jeff's station assignments have included fire stations 1 and 2. Both are considered to be busy firehouses. Jeff was assigned to Captain Rodriguez as a probationary firefighter, then later as a permanent firefighter assigned to E62 and now TK-61. Jeff brings professionalism, hard work, and energy to all areas of the workplace. When needed, he also works as acting engineer and captain. He is USAR Swiftwater certified, as well as Hazmat and Ocean Rescue certified. He is also a part of the Uniform and Safety Equipment Committee. Jeff is bilingual and uses his language skills on a daily basis to help the community. Jeff is one of Oxnard's own, born and raised in the city. He graduated from Santa Clara High School, where he excelled in football. He attended Arizona University and earned a degree in hotel and restaurant management. After graduation, he entered a 6-month Spanish immersion class in Cuernavaca, Mexico, then moved to Puerto Rico, where he continued to learn the language and culture. Returning home, he realized he had a passion for public service and worked for Rural Metro Ambulance Company in San Diego for a year, and for a mobile doctor and CAL FIRE for 2 seasons. Working for the Oxnard Fire Department became his main focus, and that dream came to fruition in 2005. Jeff comes from a family of educators. His parents, Kathy and Richard, worked for the Oxnard Unified School District until retirement. His brother, Greg, is an occupational therapist. Jeff married Karina in May of 2010, and she works for the Ventura County DA's office as a detective. Together, they complete a partnership in public service that benefits and serves 2 local communities. They have a beautiful 1-year-old daughter named Brooke. Jeff's hobbies include surfing, wakeboarding, snowboarding, and woodworking. A firefighter colleague of Jeff states, "Jeff should absolutely be firefighter of the year. There is no one that works harder, is more dedicated, and cares more than Jeff. In my eyes, he's already firefighter of the year." End quote.
Wondolowski, come on down. It gives me a great deal of pleasure to present this certificate on behalf of the people of Port Hueneme and the City Council. Outstanding work.
Okay, last but not least, and probably the most important one for all of us old folks. Okay, Tony Norton, EMPT Operations Manager, is pleased to announce that Ryan Thompson has been selected as Gold Coast Ambulance Paramedic of the Year. Ryan is an Oxnard native who grew up in the Silver Strand area before moving to Newbury Park, where he attended Thousand Oaks High School. After graduating high school, he attended the Emergency Medical Technician course at Simi Valley Adult School. It was there that he found his passion for helping people. He knew at this point that he wanted to further his career and become a paramedic so he could better help his patients. In 2011, he enrolled in National College of Technical Instruction. Ryan was hired by Gold Coast Ambulance as an emergency medical technician, and from the start, he impressed his manager and co-workers as a person you could count on. In March 2010, he completed the paramedic training and was hired as a paramedic. Ryan continued to impress everyone with his new skills and has since become a respected member of the Gold Coast Ambulance. He is looked upon as a person who will go above and beyond and is always looking to improve himself. His co-workers also look to him for advice. He is a person who can look at a situation in a cool and calm manner. He can make the best of any situation, no matter how difficult it may be. Ryan is also a person you can ask for assistance, and his answer is always positive. He is willing to do anything to advance him, and a person that can always be counted on, knowing that the duty will be done correctly. This past May, Ryan was given the opportunity to become a field training officer. In this role, Ryan is able to pass on his knowledge to new employees as well as paramedic students. He has been extremely successful in training as he is able to communicate with his students and new employees in a caring and thoughtful way. We are very proud of Ryan and excited to have him as part of the team of Gold Coast Ambulance.
Ryan Thompson, for all you do for our community, I'm pleased to present you with a certificate of recognition on behalf of the City Council and the Port Hueneme. Excellent. Outstanding.
Thank you, John. Thank you, Penny. No, it doesn't wrap it up, does it? I'd like to introduce to everybody Aldo Monroy, our General Manager, President of ABM Property Management.
Thank you, Tom. I have to say it's an honor to be part of this event this year and recognize these wonderful citizens. I want to thank Tom and the committee for such an amazing event. But we're really here to give a token of our appreciation to these 3 members. And we actually, ABM Property Management and Carefree Living, came up with a great idea. And we are actually awarding you with a little wine to take home with you. So we have a wine crate for Officer Morgan. We also have a crate for, I hope I pronounced this correctly, firefighter Wondolowski. And for paramedic Ryan Thompson. But we also want to recognize the significant other of these three wonderful people because we feel that they're the support behind everything that they do for us, and we also would like to award them with a basket. In the basket, we did include a gift certificate to spa so that you can go and relax and feel comfortable so that you can continue supporting our fellow citizens that are doing such a great job. I'm very, very happy, and on behalf of Carefree Living, thank you very much, and I'm going to hand it over back to Tom Lyman.
Thank you all. Thank you very much. What we're going to do now, we're going to take a short break. And during that break, we're going to ask members of the City Council, our agencies, police, fire department, and paramedics are invited to go back to the handicap room and get your first crack at our wonderful luncheon. And there will be a raffle to follow. Anybody interested in buying raffle tickets? The items are for view as you go into the handicap room. And take it from there.